inside. And then you add the 4 tablespoons of sugar.
So, any questions?
And then you can start mixing it.
So just put 4 eggs in your electric mixer and start mixing it with an electric boat with it.
Hey, also 4 tablespoons.
And 4 tablespoons of sugar, and then start mixing it on the highest speed. Yeah, we're mixing the sugar and the eggs.
What do you put with eggs? 4 eggs.
Yeah, we're mixing the sugar and the eggs.
What do you put?
So how many sugar should we put there?
4 tablespoons of sugar and 4 eggs.
4 tablespoons, right?
Yeah, 4 eggs.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
This is not mixing.
Is it?
No, but it's not.
Yeah, but we have
哦，他用的这个，来让妈妈拿进来。
在这上面。
哎呦，好，哎呀。
就下来呀，下到地下来呀。为什么要这样子？这样做我给他们看是个什么样的状态。撒点
Okay, so you know it's done when basically when you lift you basically know when it's done when you lift it up, like when it's dripping down, it doesn't it's kind of solid and kind of liquid.
So it's like in between a solid and a liquid texture.
So
It's still
so when you mix it, it should be like this. Wait, you can barely see it, but it shouldn't it should kind of be like forming, but like not that much.
all right.
It'll kind of have like a slime texture.
But more liquid than slime. More
But it has a
liquidy.
more liquid texture than slime does.
All right. So
So after you're done, wait. Does anyone have questions?
If you do, you can unmute your mic.
What?
We haven't added the flour yet. We haven't added the flour yet. It's just the sugar and the eggs.
So we're gonna move on to the next step.
No.
We have to wait.
Wait.
You know we
因为很多人用 hand mix。
Oh, okay then.
Okay, it's when the people that are hand mixing are done mixing.
When you're done, you can like raise your hand in Zoom so we know if you're done or not.
Okay, so is everyone done mixing, or does anyone still need some time?
How long we mix it? Honey,
If you're done, you can tell us in the chat. A little, not that much.
Raise your hand in the in the Zoom meeting if you're done mixing.
Oh, and also if you don't know how to, just tell us you're done in the chat.
Wait, we'll wait until everyone is done.
Okay, Karen Zoo. Or Karen, do you have a question? Or and Christina, do you have a question?
My mixer is a bit foamy. Is that all right?
Did you add the sugar
Yes.
and the eggs? Okay, well, if it's between a liquid and a solid texture, if it's flowing down but it's not completely liquid, then I think you're
Solid.
Wait, how it looks like?
Not
If you guys have any questions, just wait. If you want me to check on it, just like show on your camera.
And
是要把它打，是打发吗？有没有看它？
It's supposed to be bubbly. Oh yeah, it will be a little bit bubbly.
是的，有一点
那
点
再把它
foamy。
那个吗？
Yeah, but that'll depend on the bubbly texture.
So so it's kind of like, oh no. So I'm just gonna use a hand mixer to show you. So when you're done, it should be like when you drip it, when it's dripping, like it will like take time to like go back.
So it won't all drip at once, but it will drip.
Yeah.
So maybe like honey or something that's really
No,
dense.
not honey. Not honey.
Fine, not honey. It's like something that's dense, but it'll also drip down really fast.
but no, it's completely like water.
So it's not like water because it'll stick to your mixer and it'll eventually start dripping down. But it's also not like a solid because it won't just stick to the mixer.
It's like honey, except it goes down way faster.
Okay, is everyone done?
Wait, actually, did everyone raise their hand?
No.
Okay. No, not everyone's done.
Oh, actually, most of them.
Oh,
Okay, Ethan, Lee, and Lucy Lou, are you done? Because if you're done, raise your hand. Okay.
is everyone done?
Everyone except for Lucy Lou. I think we can move on.
Move on.
Okay, guys, you can all lower your hands and take off your thumbs up emojis because we're gonna move on to the next step.
Okay, so the next step, you don't need this. You need the other bowl. And so you basically just put the flour, which is 2 cups of flour.
Wait, you have to sift it.
But you need to sift your flour. So when you put your flour, you need to sift it.
你要没有的话，可以用那个。
If you don't have a sifter, use a strainer.
对，你要是没有的话，
How much flour do you need to add?
You need 2 cups of flour.
Also, if you don't have a strainer, it's 2 cups of all-purpose flour. If you don't have a strainer or a sifter, you can just pour the flour in. It's best if you have those, though.
And after you add the flour, you need to add the milk and the oil.
Which is the milk is 1 cup and the oil is 1/3 of a cup. So
Catherine, do you have a question?
You do have a question.
Then you can lower your hand if you don't have a question.
because it's very confusing, all right.
Okay, so you need 1 cup of milk.
Pour it into the same bowl as the one where you put the 2 cups of flour.
And then you add 1/3 of one-third cup of oil. But if you don't think 1/3 of a cup is enough, you can add 2/3. Okay, and is everyone done?
Or do you have questions?
Because once you're done adding all your ingredients, you can use a spatula and stir.
I'm just
Yes, you mix the milk in. And if you need more time, we can wait for you after we mix because honestly, it's not that big of a rush.
mixing process is very long because it's hard.
Also, when you're done mixing, it should be like a dough texture, like you're making cookie dough or something.
Except it's a little less solid, and you can't just
Yeah, you add the milk to the flour.
just a cup of milk.
You add the milk and the oil to the flour.
Milk and oil to the flour.
Add the rest of the ingredients inside.
Hey, Hayden. There, yes. So then you put 1 cup of milk and 1/3 of a cup of oil.
And in the flour, which is 2 cups.
Yes. And basically, if it's very hard and you can't stir it, then maybe just put a little more milk.
Cup of milk, 然后 oil
It should be like a dough-like texture, so it should be hard. But if it's like way too hard and there's still flour, then it should be like this. It should be very like dough, but like a little softer than dough.
Oil.
So you can't just with your hands.
But if it's too hard, then you have to add more milk. But if it's too liquidy, you have to add more flour.
How many oil do you add?
You add 1/3 of a cup.
Of oil. How many of?
Okay, raise your hand in the Zoom meeting if you're done.
Again.
Yeah.
And if you still have your hand up and you're not done, just lower it, because it's going to be very confusing. We'll leave you behind if you're the last one. Oh, and also, if you have a waffle machine or a pan, you can preheat.
Now is the best time to preheat either your frying pan or your waffle making machine.
Yes, the best time.
Waffle maker.
Yes, the best time. Woohoo! There's waffle machines and
Wait, Ashley, no one. Ashley, is everyone done?
Hello? How much oil do you add?
You add 1/3 of a cup.
1/3 cup.
OK，那我就用菜油和橄榄油。
What kind of oil do you add?
We use
olive oil.
Yeah, we use olive oil.
菜油也可以。
Or
You can also
vegetable
use
oil.
vegetable
You can use vegetable oil or olive oil.
可以用爆的。
都可以。
好，没事，我就用橄榄油吧。我们家那个另外一个油是那个 avocado 的油。
You can.
Wait, avocado oil also works.
Yes. As long as it's not like the car oil you put in your car. Don't know why you would have that in your kitchen, but
As long as the oil doesn't have any taste, then you can add it into your mixture. Okay, everyone who's done, please raise your hand. Shirley Yang, Emma Liu, Karen Sue, Catherine Zhang, Lucy Liu, and Ru Kim and Xiao.
actually, that means most of them are.
Okay.
So, when you're done, please raise your hand.
You can either raise it in your camera or you can use Zoom and raise it.
Wait. Yayali, Ashley, let me see. Okay. Yayali.
If you
I think yours is a little too like rough. Add a little more milk.
Ask her for milk.
For a Yayali, you can add a little more milk because yours is a little too rough.
Saya Yamato. Saya Yamato, yours is a bit like
Just a bit.
yours is
Yamamoto, I think yours is like a little too I think yours is a little too rough too. So our texture, ours is like this.
Karen Shu, can you mix your mixture a little bit? Like, can you mix it? Like in front of the camera? So I think yours is dry as well.
I think it's a little too dry. You can add a little.
What about Christina's?
Christina's. I think yours is a little too liquidy. I think you should add more flour.
And yeah, if everyone wants you can turn on your camera and show us your mixture, just in case you might have done something wrong.
No, just in case your ingredients aren't as like.
To make it softer,
you add more milk.
Yeah.
Milk. It's good protein.
Yeah, Lee, I think yours is pretty good.
Her camera's off. It was pretty soft.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, Lee. Shirley Yang, yours is a bit too dry. So add some milk to it.
How is ours? This is Shirley Yan. Does it look good?
Yours is a bit too dry. You should add some more milk to it.
A little bit more milk?
Yeah.
Okay. I think we follow the instruction, like the ingredient online. So we put 2/3 of olive oil instead of 1.
That is still fine.
Still fine. It's okay.
That's okay. So just a little, need a little bit milk, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, yeah.
Milk.
For who?
Shirley
The
Yang.
cow's milk, unless you're allergic to it.
add more milk? Because
I think you're okay.
okay, I'm gonna go.
Go what?
Okay, what
If you would like to test it this way, you can dip your finger very lightly, and then it show up like this.
我们看看，哦，是这样子，你看，可以飘起来了，你看，
it'll kind of stick.
还要继续的 mix，
Yes, not very much.
差不多，你这个 mix 好了之后应该差不多，我觉得。
Okay, so for
要
flour,
不停的 mix，
it should be like this, and then when you lift it up, it should kind of, it won't that much, but it will stretch.
It won't stretch very much, and it'll fall off.
So it's slightly more liquid than a dough but it's like
差不多，差不多那样。你看，
Maybe title.
没有，你都可以，但是你还要继续的 mix。
But not very stretchy.
Try if it's stretchy.
还要再 mix 一下，所以现在这个是 milk with flour， 然后
Milk
鸡蛋和 sugar 还在旁边是吗？
Yes. If you're done, you can add 1/3 of the egg mixture inside and start stirring.
Yes, but
哦，加1/3
a long
是吧？
time because this part is
倒就行。
Everyone is done, right?
are you all done?
y'all done.
嗯，
Okay. You can lower your hands now and you can start pouring your egg mixture into your
我觉得
flour.
我们那个没有弄得很好似的，应该还
So
要再
when
搅
you
拌一
make the
下，
egg mixture, add 1/3
还要搅拌一下。
flour mixture.
And then you can start mixing. All right, so you want to go like
So when you're mixing, you should go
you want to use your spatula and then make a circle, clean the rest, and then when you're over, and then you want to scoop, and then you shake off all the things that are, you flip, and then you get all the things off.
You shake all the mixture on the spatula off into the bowl.
And then you keep repeating that. And if you see the mixture that we made,
if you
with
see the
flour,
flour mixture, then you just make a chopping movement
You just chop the mixture
with your spatula.
kind of basically like stab
Okay,
it.
question.
Okay.
Is this like, did we already put the thing from the mixer? The egg and
Yeah, you add 1/3 of it to the flour mixture before you put
so we put 1/3 of whatever which is in the mix in the
Sugar.
mix.
you add the egg and the sugar mix, like 1/3 of the egg and the sugar mixture into the flour, milk, and oil.
1/3.
Okay. And we leave the rest 2/3 for later.
The rest 2/3, because after you're done, you pour the mixture that you just mixed, and then you pour it into the bowl.
The bowl with the last 2/3 of the egg mixture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it easier?
After you do what?
Okay.
After
Make after mix it. So.
Hello? Can you hear me?
You do, like, after you're done mixing the 1/3 of the egg mixture and the flour mixture, you pour the finishing result into the 2/3.
把那个1/3的蛋液倒到这个。
Go like that.
现在是不是可以烤了？
And then after that, you can mix that thing, and then you have to stop because everybody's not done, probably, basically.
Then will we put it in the oven?
No, we don't. You have to first mix it.
Yeah, we're not putting it in the oven.
Also, we're not putting it in the oven because we're either using a waffle machine or we're frying them into pancakes.
Pancakes and waffles.
I see.
Yes, why'd you know?
You can go preheat your waffle maker or your frying pan or whatever you're using to make the waffle or pancake. If you don't have a waffle machine, just use a frying pan and put it over your stove. Start preheating your stove, and if you have waffle maker, then just start preheating that. Yes. Because we're almost gonna start putting our mixer or our batter into either the pan or the waffle maker.
So we're gonna stop after we're done mixing this. Oh, and also people are also actually done with this part. Great job. You're very fast. And
哎，你这个还没有 mix 好。剩下的那个鸡蛋和糖的蛋液怎么用呢？请问？
所以你把那个面粉那个碗的都放在那个蛋里头。
你是说这个？
嗯。所以你把
面粉，面粉放到蛋里头吗？这
？Yeah， 对的。你把它给放在蛋里头。
刚才 mix 的那个面粉和牛奶放到蛋里头去哈。好，放进来。它现在又放到这个最大。
那个蛋的，把1/3的蛋放的你搅的蛋放在那个面粉里头，然后呢，你那个密度差不多的时候，你就把它再放进那个大一点的2/3的
蛋液，明白。谢。那你要问姐姐。
把这个 mix 把这个碗里面的 flour 那个 mix， 然后再加回去 mixer 里面，然后再就是手动把它搅匀就可以了，是吗？
对的。
但是你要 use a spatula.
OK， 好的，谢谢。
Use a whisk though. You can use a whisk.
Yeah, you can also use a whisk.
Guys, they're all tiny.
Really?
Yes. It's better if you learn a secret.
Wait. Can I see the questions after? Okay. So, how do you know when to stop? Well,
You remember the scooping thing where you use your spatula?
So there's no chunks. You know it's done when there's no chunks.
Yeah, you search the whole entire things. There's no chunks of this mixture and that mixture. Yeah.
There shouldn't be any chunks. If you're
So we're mixing it. Is it supposed to be really liquid?
No.
No. Let me show what ours. Does it look good? We're still mixing it.
It shouldn't be completely liquid, but it should be kind of liquid.
Okay, got it.
It probably will be.
你看看他们的。
It's slightly more solid than the egg batter, but it's still kind of.
Okay, we're still working on it.
And don't mix it too much, or else it'll start.
Like the size will decrease and then it'd be really small and then you won't make a lot of food and then it wouldn't be as much.
And then there won't be as much batter if you mix it too much.
Yeah. Yes. So once you realize that the whole thing is done mixing, just stop.
Yeah, you can stop, and then
And
I guess you can raise your hand.
Raise your hand in the Zoom thing.
Almost everyone raise hands 可以到下一步。
Wait,
Is
Okay.
everybody done?
is everybody done?
Mixing the whole thing, because if you're done, then
Wait, should we teach you the-
Okay, most of you are done, right? So, the ones raising your hands are done, right? Give me a thumbs up if you're done, because there's still people raising hands from last time. Okay, so Saya, Emma, and Karen are done, and so is Catherine. Okay, and Yaya is done as well.
Wait, does
Okay.
anyone need more time?
If you need more time, just type it in the chat.
Yes, we need a little bit more time.
all right.
Okay.
Tell us when you're
Almost there. Yeah, almost.
那剩下的可以
Okay, so the rest of you start preheating your pans or waffle maker.
No, you should, I think right now you guys should like add the
A little.
We're done.
Okay, so
因为我炒起好慢的，炒起在在后面，你上班我要睡着。
他们
自己媳妇的还行。
拖了好久，然后老公又不愿意到家里修，然后就临时买了个这个。我天天用这个都快疯了，太慢了。哦，他用锅了，用锅了，
开始做了。
哎，你们用电的，更。
Okay, so we're gonna first teach you how to make the waffles. With the if you have the waffle machine.
现在不要急，因为你们还有很多时间呢。
So if you're using the waffle machine, you always have to add oil before you before you actually put in the batter.
If this is like brand new, you can just
你
like,
想做 waffle， 你
you
就
can
把
put oil on your thing.
我们现在在做 waffle， 如果你想做 waffle， 用个 waffle 机，然后呢把那个油放在上面。
So then, afterwards, you want to
油放完的时候，你要
you have to put your right hand on the handle.
你把你的右手放在那个放在。
So then you start using your spatula and slowly pouring it in.
你用右手把那个你做的把它放在那个 waffle 机里头。
And then, I think I put too much batter.
Okay, so you, yeah, get this one. Okay, so it should be like this. You should have the batter inside, and then once you have enough, you can close it.
Oh, and also if you don't have that much, I think I put too much, but if you don't have that much and it doesn't look like it's very much, then start tilting your waffle machine
So that it'll spread evenly on the whole waffle machine. And when you're done, close the cap and flip it over.
That way it would be very even.
Okay.
So for the pancakes, alright, is there any questions?
Any questions? Because after that,
Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the pancakes, which you need to use. So you have to use a frying pan for this. And then you first spray the oil again. And you should have medium heat. Like it should be on medium heat. But the result will probably depend on the temperature of your oven.
oh, and also if you're a beginner, basically.
Also, you know when it's done preheating, when you put your hand like near the frying pan and you can feel the heat.
And it's
Yes.
radiating heat.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
So if you want like more,
Yes, you put the oil on the frying pan. Because if you don't, it'll start sticking to it, and it'll be hard to have
Get
a
off.
pancake.
Yes, and your pancake will get burnt, and then you have to go through all that trouble to clean it.
So, if you're making the pancakes, you should use a spoon, preferably a bigger one. That way,
that is like equal to 1/3 of a cup. So
that way, when you're like, that way it will turn out more round. And so, you put it in the frying pan. And then you wait for it to, and then
所以你用一个勺子把这个 butter 放在那个
就是那个松的。
你就把那个 butter 放在 frying pan 里头。
Sorry, your Chinese isn't that great. 锅里头。
就把它放在锅里头，然后呢把那个盖子放上去。
Also, if you want it to be faster, then you put a cap on, a lid on. That way, it'll cook faster.
但如果你想要慢一点，所以你可以看它，那你就可以不把那个盖子放上去，但是最好把盖子放上去。
Is there any questions?
有没有问题？
你们煎那个 pancake 的时候是加油了吗？
我们有加，我就加
一点点油。
但是如果你必须得要 preheat， 或者如果没有太热，那也会干的。所以你要把它，如果它是热的，你就放一点油，然后再。
哦，好的，好，谢谢。
他说要加油吗？
他说 preheat， 我已经赶紧用Utensils的，问一下姐姐什么时候可以加面？
什么？
要稍微往这边站一点。
什么时候可以翻？
翻的时候 ，it's 那个面上是干的，然后呢然后颜色也会变。
So when the top is dry and the colors change, then you can start flipping it.
Yeah, and then you can scoop it on the very side of the pan and then use your finger to get it.
Or if you have a small frying pan, you can just try to flip it.
You can just try to get the really bottom of the.
Also, the first one might be a little like dark, a little more burnt than your other ones.
Because it needs to heat so that it doesn't stick, and then afterward it'll be way better.
Yes, way better.
And if it's a little too burnt for you, you can turn the temperature down a little bit.
Yes, because since I will assume things.
So waffles done?
And also about now, the waffles would be pretty crisp right now.
And if you're making the waffles, I think the waffles are already done.
You also need the wooden spatula. You scoop the really bottom, and then you lift it up, kind of. And then basically, you keep doing that until you can get to the really bottom.
And if you want to do this at home, you can wait for 3 to 5 minutes for the waffles to be done, and then you can take them out.
And then you get into the really middle, and then you lift it up, and then you.
The waffles are done, and then you can continue adding more batter into the waffle maker, and yeah, you can add more.
All right.
Also, I think the first pancake is probably done already. So you basically.
So if after you flipped it and you have waited for like 1 to 2 minutes, then you can take it out. It'll probably be done.
And then you can continue adding more batter into the frying pan and making more pancakes and
so
more
the
waffles.
the pancake and the waffle look like Crystal. I'm showing them the pancake. So the pancake looks like this right now.
I mean, this is our first one, but
so it would be slightly more burnt because we needed to have the oven really hot so that it wouldn't stick. And the waffle looks like this.
Oh, and also, can I have the camera ready? So also, remember when I said it didn't always go on the very sides? You can lift this up, tilt it like that. have parent supervision if you're a kid.
But you are a kid.
Yes, and I don't care. Don't be a hypocrite like me, if you know what that is. So, and then you do this exact same.
Okay, I'm there. And that's basically the class.
So then, afterwards.
Okay, can I see your pancakes and waffles?
Yeah.
If anyone's done, can you show us your pancake or waffle, and then we can check it. Wow. Yeah, yours is pretty good. But yours is a little bit, like, if you want, you can make it a little bit more crisp, but I think it's pretty good. Okay,
technical switch the camera. Like switch it so that
oh, not me. Okay, there. Okay, so what do you need to show? Okay, so if you're making it, the first one will probably be more burnt than the other ones. I probably already said that, but anyways, can I see your pancakes or waffles? Yeah, I did. Okay, so if you'd like, you can show us your waffle or pancakes. Yeah, I'll see it from the other side. Yeah. Okay, this is the second waffle.
Okay. Not very great.
If it has too little batter, it will probably wouldn't stand up or be.
Your pancakes are good. But yeah, I think they're good.
Yeah, you can take them out. And to take them out, you could probably. You're supposed to move it to the side and then kind of use your fingers and take it out. Okay.
Questions.
Does anyone have any questions? Oh yeah, and if you guys want to taste it, you can taste it.
If you think the there's not enough sugar or anything, you can maybe
add sugar,
add whatever you want.
Maple syrup.
Oh, and you can add maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
You can add maple syrup on your pancakes or waffles after you're done. Yeah, I think
yours are pretty good, but yeah, they are pretty good. Okay, so this pancake's probably done. So to take it out, just move it to the side. Take your fingers, put it onto the wooden spatula or whatever that is you're using, and then put it on a plate. Yeah. Yeah, and these are probably what you would get. If you want, we could end the meeting here because you know, you guys already know how to make.
Okay, final questions.
Final questions, you can ask them right now. If you have any final questions, you can ask them, or else you could just leave.
Thank you.
谢谢。
You're welcome.
Thank you.
谢谢。
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
bye.
you. Thank you.
Christina, can I see yours? Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, thank you. It was my first time making pancakes.
You did really good for your first time. Hey, Catherine, can I see yours?
Pancakes. Really, really. Bye. Oh my god.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thanks. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, so cute. Edward's so cute.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. Bye.
Wait, Catherine, can I see yours again? Catherine, can you?
Thank you.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, that is.
We will send pictures later.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Good job, Catherine.
Okay, do you want to end the meeting? 现在就end那个 meeting 了。Okay, bye. We're gonna end all the meetings.
Recording the save. You record the save.